Alright, what is up YouTube? Today I'm going to do a little bit different video. I don't want to always go for Norwegian content. I don't want to always talk Norwegian because I have some English followers as well. So today I'm going to do a really fitness related video about how I lost 20% body fat down to 10% body fat in just about 12 weeks. So first of all, you have to think about 12 weeks, that is 3 months, that is not a long time. So if you want to do this, if you want to lose 10% body fat in a really short time, you have to be so disciplined mind, you have to be motivated, you have to just settle your time and your effort into it. You have to take 100% of your time and you have to give it your all to complete this 10% body fat decrease in 3 months. That is it's crazy actually, but it's possible. I did it, and now I'm going to tell you guys the main focus points for me when I lost 10% body fat in just about 12 weeks. First of all, you have these 4 main topics to talk about when it gets to body fat and how to lose that and how to lose weight all in all. So I got this whiteboard here where I listed up my 4 main points, which is 1, cardio, 2 is weight training, 3 is food intake, and 4 is rest. That is the 4 most important factors that you can think about when it comes to losing weight and body fat. So first of all, I want to take the first important thing in mind, which is cardio. So here I listed up some what you can say categories that you have to think about, and what worked for me was to have a really good focus on cardio. Always do cardio before I did weight training, where I had focus on doing either high intensity intervals, high intensity interval training and so on, or HIIT as we will call it. I did this 2 times a week. I combined that with long distance running as well 2 times a week, where I was running for everywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. Then I just wanted to progress all the time. Then the third thing, which is walking. You can do incline walking, mountain climbing, walk trips in a mountain, just walking trips home, simple trips that you just casually do, So what I like to do is to have 2 focus points on high intensity training, where I run, let's say, guerrilla cardio, if you heard about that, where you run 20 seconds 100%, and then you run, I have 10% off, 20% on, 10% off, 20 on, 10 off, and so on and so on. I also combined that with doing hill intervals. I was running in the stairs a lot and always pushing myself and working with a really high intensity, which I think made benefits for me. I lost a lot of weight running a lot and doing a lot of high intensity cardio. So that is my biggest recommendation. And then you can do long distance running, which I like to say you can do it 20 to 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be much longer than that. I would rather start on 20 minutes than week 1 week. Week 1 you have 20 minutes long distance running. Week 2 you have 22 minutes long distance running. Week 3 you have 24 minutes. Week 4 you have 26 minutes. So as 1 week go by, you increase your cardio levels when you have long distance running by 2 minutes. You don't have to do it 2 minutes either. You can do 3 minutes or you can do 1 minute. It depends real much on where you are training wise and if you have a good conditioning and stamina. So you have to just you have to fit the holes in there, you have to go by your own standards and what you want about it. My main focus points, as I said, high intensity intervals, always push yourself, and also there you want to do 1 more the next week. Always have that progress in mind. Always think, okay, I can do 1 more next week, and with the week after that I do even 1 more and 1 more. Then you have 1 week, the first week you did 10 intervals, and then week 3 you do 13 intervals. Of course you're going to have progress, of course you're going to get results. It's just easy. that's what I had focused on, and that is going to work for you as well. I can promise you guys that. You just have to set your mind into it. We have talked about cardio. Now going to go over to weights, weight training. I don't know if you can see what I wrote right there, but the focus point here is to have like 6 weight trainings a week. Of course that sounds a lot, but if you have like this good variation of training and have a good program, that is no problem at all. I could go to the gym 7 times a week, but I like to do it 6 times a week just because I think you have to have rest as well. But now the focus point is on weight training 6 times a week. That's no problem when you have a split training program where you train push, pull, legs. That will say on push days you will always train like chest and shoulders and maybe triceps. On pull days you will do biceps and back, and on legs so you will obviously do the legs. There you have like 3 days covered with having had full body covered. Then you have maybe 1 rest day, and then you do the same again, like push pull legs, push pull legs, rest, push pull legs, rest. That is, I don't think that's a problem for many guys. You can have like 1 hour training session in the gym and have like high intensity. That is a big focus point here when you have to lose and drop body fat. High intensity, focus on getting the supersets in, focus on getting the focus on progress in. Have like high reps, have high volume training. For me it worked brilliantly to focus on getting a 12 to 14 rep range. Many people are depending on like, okay, I want to keep as much strength as possible, which is really important. Of course you can have days where you train like 5 reps on really heavy, but when you want to lose body fat, that's not necessarily the best thing to do, because then you can get injuries, you can get exhausted, you can get like, it can ruin your training program in a full length. 12 weeks, that is 3 months. And if you focus on high volume and high rep training then, and like maybe cut out the strength training, like do not go for the strength and like the high weight training all the time. Go for high reps instead, and keep the weights and the amount of kilos, or whatever you call it, the kilos level high up. But keep in mind that you want to have more reps than you will have more reps than sets, if you understand me. You can't like do 5 sets of 3 reps on really strength program, because I think you can get injuries, and I wouldn't have done it. I would have focused on progress and think about high intensity, high volume and high reps, as well as doing a push-pull leg split. Push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs. You can search it up on the internet, or you can take contact with me if you want to have a push-pull legs workout program. I can fix it for you. So yeah, and supersetting as well. Always keep your body moving. Do not like do bench press and then sit there for 3 minutes and have rest, because it's a really good mentality to have if you're lifting really heavy. But when doing high reps, high volume, you want to have like the intensity going, you want to get exhausted, you want to get like your body moving and your sweat dripping. That is what is working, guys. I promise you guys, have a mentality focus on getting like your stamina level up and get exhausted, you know. That is just my biggest tips when to lose body fat. Next point, which is going to go to food. The most important focus point when you have to lose weight, when you want to lose weight, when you want to get in shape, and especially when you want to lose body fat, you have to think about food. You can't go out and just train. You can't do cardio and weights and then go eat whatever you want, because that's not going to get you the levels. You're not going to get the same kind of progress if you don't have to focus on food. So what I did like for these 3 months was to lower my carbs. I did low carb dieting. I didn't go for like 10 grams carbs. I went for under 100 grams of carbs, which you can live by in 3 months. That's no problem actually. You just have to be good at picking your food out. You have to be focused on eating food that really get you filled up. So for example, you don't want to go out there and buy like a lot of sweet potatoes and pasta and stuff. It's going to get you not that satisfied. It's not going to get you that filled up. I promise you guys. You have to go for veggies, a lot of veggies like broccoli, zucchini, mushrooms is perfect. and corn, everything like that, you know. Veggies, all in all, is most important when you have to when you want to lose body fat, want to go down in body weight as well. High protein, focus on getting meat in, like chicken, regular meat, fish, perfect, eggs, and so on and so on. I would recommend you guys to have one meal where you have like a high intake of carbs. For example, oatmeal, perfect for breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to have it for. Same as fat, you want to have a moderate intake of fat. You don't want to like cut fats out because they're really important. People tend to think that fats are no good, but fats are really important to like, it can keep you satisfied. I promise you guys, by eating a good amount of fat, not like doing it like zero fat. If you go like, I'm not going to eat any fat at all, you're going to get injured, you're going to get exhausted, you're not going to be like who you have to be, you know. Fats are important for your body, and do not cut fat out. If you're going to cut something out, it is carbs, I promise you. Cut out carbs and protein before you cut out fat. As I said, veggies, really important, meat, and you don't want to eat fruit on this 3-month diet plan. You just have to cut out fruit. That shouldn't be a problem. You guys are saying you need fruit, the vitamins and stuff. You're going to get your vitamins from berries, not fruit. Eat berries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, whatever you want. Berries are much better for you when you are on a diet. So focus on getting that berry intake on point, as well as water intake. Really important to keep a high amount of water into your daily intake. Then it's going to keep you filled up for a long time. You're going to get satisfied faster when you're eating, and you're not going to go around starving all the time. You have something called the oksehunger in Norway. It is real weird. That is like you're hungry when you're just eating, but you haven't had the good enough water intake in, so that's why you're hungry. So drink water. And at the last point here, no soda, no like, please try to cut out all these sweeteners and stuff. They are not bad for you, but in the 3 months you can't cut them out. Like, don't drink Pepsi Max, rather drink just regular water. Just do it, just drink water, be focused on, okay, I'm not going to drink soda now for 3 months, and you're going to see actually that it's going to work out. And the same on calorie, you have to cut calories. What you want to do then, you have to find your maintenance level. Mine is on 2,500, and you have to cut 500 calories out, which I lived on 2,000 calories, which is not a problem if you eat like smart and think about the veggies and meat. Then you have a lot of good foods that you can make, and it's no problem at all. So around 2,000 calories you have to live on for about 3 months, which is worth it when you get shredded and down to 10% body fat. Last focus point is going to be rest. So guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about one thing. Rest is important. I would like to have one rest day a week, where I can focus on working and stuff, where I can focus on getting my plans up, focusing on what happens next, and what is like going on with my life, just keeping up, you know. So what I want to do is you guys to have focus on getting a good quality sleep in. 7 to 8 hours is more than enough. People say you must have 8 hours of sleep, but you don't have to have it. 7 to 8 hours is more than enough. Same with warming up, that is a big part of the rest days and stuff. Keep your body moving, get your blood flowing, and get a good warm up before you train. That is a part of the rest phase, so think about that. Food intake, really important when you take the food intake, like have some proteins after training. That is depending on your body, like getting back together and getting back to shape again. Really important in the last weeks of a really good diet. So 12 weeks dieting, like 8 to 12 weeks, you have to have really good focus on getting proteins in after your workout. I promise you guys, it's not worth it to not have that protein intake in. Take a protein shake, or just take something that is protein rich and enjoy it after training. I would recommend you guys to get something protein rich into your body, like minimum 30 minutes, maximum 30 minutes after your training session. allowed to sit down a bit and watch TV and get inspiration from Christian Guzman or Max Ewing and so on. You're allowed to do that. You have every single right to be, what can you say, chilling. You're allowed to do it even though you're on a diet, 12-week diet. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something from this. I really wanted to make something like that I've learned from myself and taking really good help from. So I hope some of you guys are getting help from this. This is a video that I wanted to do just to motivate people to train and stick to their plan, and if you want to lose weight, the body fat, this is really good tips to take into yourself. So thanks for watching this video. Have a really nice day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.